CMB gang, stand the fuck up. Clone gang, stand the fuck up. Some fine shit requested me on the gram this morning. I'm feeling great. Today, we've done Marvel. We've done DC. I've put the 16 best from each. Okay, whoever made the top 16 in each bracket, I put them together and put them in here. Now, I did have to make some changes because the list we had for DC was all types of fucked up. They had Shang-Chi in the list. Don't ask me. So I put the new Superman movie. Let's see, let's battle test it. And I also put, I think that's it. That's probably it. So for all those wondering, like, oh, where's Logan? He didn't make the top 16 of the Marvel tournament. I couldn't put him in. I'm sorry. Let's just get straight to this. I'm ready. You're ready. I'm still sexy as shit. Sex symbol, if you will. Let's get it. Round number 1. Talk to me. Okay. The Dark Knight versus Shazam. I mean, shout out to Shazam. I'm pretty sure he went pretty far. Like, he was top 4 in the DC bracket. It's because he was getting easy matchups. He don't got an easy matchup anymore. I'm going with the Dark Knight here easily. X-Men 2 or Zack Snyder's Justice League. That is a very good debate. I'm personally going to go X-Men 2. Now, the problems with Zack Snyder's Justice League, I've already said them multiple times. Nigga, that shit is 4 hours long. I'm not sitting down and watching a 4-hour movie. I can barely sit down and watch 30 minutes of a good gooning episode, if you know what I mean. So if you think I'm gonna sit down and watch Batman Brood and Aquaman and and that bum ass Ezra Miller Flash for 4 hours, you got another thing coming, nigga, and I'm not doing that. X2 on the other hand, nigga, they start the movie off with Nightcrawler in the White House killing mad niggas. Come on. I'm going X2 here. Next, what the fuck? Oh my god, nigga, what? What is this matchup? This is round 1. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse versus the Batman. Holy shit. Bro, I was rewatching The Batman yesterday. That intro, after like the Riddler kills the mayor, that intro from when he's like, I am darkness, I lurk in the shadows, up until he goes to the crib where the Riddler killed the nigga, that shit is fucking peak. But nigga, damn. I'm going Spider-Verse here. That's fucking tough because the Batman made it to like top 4, I'm pretty sure, of the DC bracket. So it might be GG's for them niggas. But I'm going Spider-Verse here. I think it just has better characters. Soundtrack is better, even though the Batman soundtrack is like pretty fucking good. And that animation is just perfect. When the Batman, it does have a couple like moments that lose me a little bit. So I'm gonna go Spider-Verse here. Age of Ultron versus the Suicide Squad. I think this is pretty easily the Suicide Squad. DC taking their first win against a Marvel movie here. It's a better movie. I don't really got much to say. It's a better ensemble movie. These are 2 ensemble movies. Now, this one leaned more into the dark side with humor. This one went full humor, and I think that Suicide Squad just does a lot of things better than Avengers Age of Ultron. Aquaman or Iron Man 3. Aquaman, I don't even want to talk about it. Aquaman is like that. How do I tell you? Justice League versus Spider-Man 3, nigga, Justice League is ass. I'm gonna be the one that tells you Justice League is ass, nigga. The only reason it made it that far was because Zack Snyder shit is 3 hours, and it just had good matchups. The rest of the DC, I ain't gonna lie. Here's the hot take of the day. Hot take of the day: DC movies get hard carried by Batman. Besides Batman movies, most DC movies are shit. That's my hot take of the day. Do with that what you will. Spider-Man 3, we've already talked about Spider-Man 3. Eddie Brock in the church praying to God to kill Spider-Man. Come on, what are we doing? That's better than any scene they've had in Justice League. Fact. Black Panther versus Amazing Spider-Man. This is a Marvel matchup we didn't get. I'm personally going Black Panther here. I mean, I always gotta support my black brother. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. I always gotta support the niggas. Spider-Man, he's a nigga at heart, but he's not a nigga. Amazing Spider-Man is really good. Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man, but it just doesn't compare to the Black Panther with Chadwick and Michael B. Jordan. Come on now, what are we talking about? But I will say one thing about Black Panther. that act, the third act, and when they're fighting in the little coal mine, that shit was, that shit looked horrible, nigga. I thought I was watching a video game. Batman versus Suicide Squad, two shitters. I'm not really fucking with either one, but Batman does have the more engaging fight scenes, and I feel like they do. That whole one fight he had where he's just murking niggas for me, it was cool. I liked it. Suicide Squad, Jared Leto Joker. That's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and move on. Batman v Superman takes that. Jonah Hex made the top 16. You may be wondering, what the fuck is a Jonah Hex? Nigga, I was thinking the same thing. I almost didn't put him in. I thought he was Marvel. I seen him on the DC list. I thought the nigga was Marvel. Now it turns out he's DC. I see they got Megan Fox in this. I didn't see that until I went to... Is that Thanos? They got Thanos and Megan Fox? Shit, nigga, I might have to go watch this movie, but let's look up the Rotten... don't ignore my Wingstop code verification, nigga. It's free wings. Stop playing. Let's go ahead and look up the Rotten Tomatoes scores for this, because this shit could be good. 2010, so pretty 15 years ago. They gave this shit a 12. Nigga, they gave this shit a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm cool, Megan Fox. Sorry, can't do it. I'm going Man of Steel here, because I've never seen Jonah Hex. I don't even know how he made it in here. Deadpool, The Dark Knight Rises. I added The Dark Knight Rises just for that nigga to lose to Deadpool. That's super tough, nigga. You hate to see those types of things. Batman Forever, Batman Begins. Batman Begins easily. Spider-Man or the new Superman. Damn. I mean, I told you I was throwing him in here so he can get battle tested. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose that first matchup. Spider-Man, Green Goblin, on that timing. Now, Lex Luthor is a top tier hater. I ain't gonna lie, he's a top tier eater. He was saying 1A, 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 boom, 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 nigga getting clocked out. But nah, come on, let's just be honest. Superman's a really good movie though. I feel like this is the first time I've got to talk about it since it came out. Superman's really tough. I fucked with it. Fantastic Four was better, indubitably, but Superman was still good. But you know, he just needs more time to be. I feel like as more movies come and we get to see him more, it'll solidify the goodness of the Superman movie. Hawkgirl, you know who Hawkgirl was? That was fine shit. Dina from Last of Us. If you know, you know. That's my wife. Don't talk about her. I'm going Spider-Man here though. Shout out to that Superman movie. Wonder Woman. I don't even want to fucking. Doctor Strange, Infinity War. Shout out to Doctor Strange, but Infinity War. X-Men Apocalypse, Endgame. Shout out to X-Men Apocalypse, but come on. And finally, Across the Spider-Verse or Batman Returns. Now, I added Batman Returns in here because there were Marvel movies in the DC bracket. Unfortunately, you just have to go up against probably one of the best animated movies of all time. Oh my, wait, I did animated movies, never mind. I just thought of an idea. I was like, yo, I can do animated. I did it. I did it. I don't know why they didn't put Spider-Verse in there. Oh, nigga, damn. Nigga, damn. The Dark Knight versus X-Men 2. Wow. Shit, nigga. I think I'm going Dark Knight here. No, I don't think. I know I'm going Dark Knight here. Joker, you know, just all the shit we've already previously talked about that's good about this movie. Joker, Two-Face, even Christian Bale's portrayal of Batman. You know, damn, but X2 is fucking tough. But I feel like I like X2 for more little scenes than overall the whole movie. I love The Dark Knight as a movie. X2, I feel like I like little scenes, like the scene where they're at the Iceman's parents' farm, or when the government invades the X-Mansion, or when Wolverine's fighting the bitch with that need a manicure. You know, she got them long ass nails, like she about to scratch me in my face. But yeah, I'm gonna go Dark Knight here. I feel like I like the movie as a whole better than the little scenes that I like from X2. Spider-Verse over Suicide Squad. Shout out to the Suicide Squad. I mean, I really don't got much to say there on that win. It's Spider-Verse. Yeah. Aquaman versus Spider-Man 3. I'm going Aquaman. Aquaman's criminally underrated, bro. Jason Momoa. Yes, I just did a scratch and stuff. I know you saw it. Okay, I was just fucking saying. I did it, nigga. But yeah, I feel like Jason Momoa is criminally underrated when it comes to portraying Aquaman, and he has he has the best movie in the DC. What is that? EU? I don't know. I don't know if it's EU. I don't know what the fuck what that trash ass universe that had Henry Cavill Superman and Ben Affleck Batman. Aquaman had the best movie. Let's go. Black Panther over Batman v Superman. Yeah, come on. Deadpool over Man of Steel. Damn, all the DC movies just getting Spider. Damn. Shit, dude. DC even have any movies? Whoa, nigga, this is a matchup of doom. I don't know if I already had this matchup. I'm going Infinity War though. I really do fuck with Spider-Man 2. It has a lot of great moments. The bank fight between Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. The part where they're carrying that nigga like he's a casket. This is like on the train. I fuck with that, but bro, it's Avengers Infinity War. I'm inevitable. Snap, nigga. That had everybody snapping to disappear their ops. Come on. Gotta go Avengers Infinity War there. Avengers Endgame versus Across the Spider-Verse. I got a hot take here. I'm going Spider-Verse. This is the second part of two-parters so far. And I feel like Spider-Verse lands at a lot of waves where Endgame doesn't. One thing Endgame doesn't personally land for with me is Fat Thor. Fat Thor, we all hate Fat Thor. I hate Fat Thor, you hate Fat Thor. That's one thing that they don't really land for me. Now, I get it's supposed to be a personification of depression, but once you start using big words like personification, it's like, why are you even doing that? You know what I mean? So I'm cool off that. Like, Fat Thor wasn't that good. I really like, something I really like about Endgame, I really like from when it starts up until they go onto the time heist. The time heist for me is a little iffy. But as soon as they come back and the Trinity walks outside to fight Thanos, it gets me back. But like that little middle part right there is kind of a little iffy for me. When you go to Across the Spider-Verse, I think that's a very solid movie throughout and throughout. It's just, I feel like it's cool, like it's really good throughout. And then once it gets to the Spider Society, it's too. Unfortunately, it does end on a cliffhanger, and we still have to wait for that third part. But I'm going to go Across the Spider-Verse here. Spider-Verse versus Dark Knight. Damn. Shit. I'm gonna go Dark Knight here. I feel like when it comes to really breaking down this movie, what has the better characters? I know. Ooh, shit. Now that Kool-Aid's coming up. I'd argue Dark Knight has better characters. I know Spider-Man has Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, has a more diverse cast of characters. But when it comes to just straight characters, I feel like Dark Knight has better ones. I mean, you got Two-Face, you got Joker, you got Batman. Even a character like the what's that bitch name? Jake Gyllenhaal. No, Maggie Gyllenhaal, the bitch that they Batman trying to fuck, Harvey Dent trying to fuck, like that bitch. Even she's a decent character. They got Morgan Freeman in this bitch. When Spider-Verse is more, it's really two characters they give development to. It's Peter B. Parker and then obviously Miles. When I feel like you could argue a lot of the characters in The Dark Knight got development, so I'm gonna go Dark Knight here. DC. You got a nigga in the final. Wait, no. You got a nigga in the final four. Come on, tee up here. Aquaman versus Black Panther. I've delayed the inevitable too long. Aquaman, you're really good. Wakanda forever. Come on now. Black Panther taking it to the conference finals. Deadpool versus Spider-Man. This is really good. Two origin story movies. I go Spider-Man because they have the better villain. Deadpool, Ajax isn't really a good villain at all. In fact, he's kind of shitty. Spider-Man, they have the Green Goblin. I'm going Spider-Man here. So let me take Spider-Man. And then Infinity War versus Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if we've had this matchup before. I feel like we have, and I feel like I've talked about this matchup before. But I'm going Infinity War. I don't know. It just... Something's hitting me here about Infinity War. Black Panther versus The Dark Knight. I mean, it's Wakanda forever, but gotta go Dark Knight here. And then Spider-Man versus Infinity War. The matchup everybody has been waiting for. Avengers Infinity War, the winner of the Marvel bracket, versus The Dark Knight, the winner of the DC bracket. Damn. For the crown of best superhero movie. And I can't lie, I pick Infinity War. Now, let me explain why I pick Infinity War. When we're comparing villains, they have the two best villains in superhero movie history. Heath Ledger's Joker, Thanos. That's a fact. Two best super villains of all time. Now, when it comes to, I feel like Dark Knight, it's a serious movie. You know, they're not cracking too many jokes. They're very serious. But I feel like that also does hurt it at times because you can lighten the mood with humor. And I feel like Avengers Infinity War does a good job with that because there's scenes where it's just some, funny shit. Like when the Guardians first meet the Avengers. That's some funny shit, chilling. Now, I will say, I did not like the Guardians of Infinity War. Just because I feel like they were kind of just like useless. Like obviously you needed Gamora so that Thanos could get the next stone, but after that I feel like they were just kind of useless. Like that fight on Titan, they don't do shit except Mantis, who puts him to sleep, but then Peter Quill fucks all that up anyway. I didn't like the Guardians' usage in Infinity War, but it's also hard to compare when you got two completely different movies. Batman's a more serious crime thriller, while Avengers Infinity War is an ensemble blockbustical. I don't even know if that's a real word, nigga. I just made that shit up. But for all the points that I take off from Dark Knight, I feel like I give to Infinity War. So I'm going Infinity War here. And Infinity War is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Now, will it stay that way? I don't know, nigga. Shit, we got some good superhero movies coming out. We got Supergirl. We got Doomsday. We got Spider-Man Brand New Day. We got a lot of good superhero movies coming out. And also the bracket was just weird because I feel like a lot of movies could have I think a lot of movies could have dethroned Dark Knight, low key. Like, I don't know. It's just something telling me like if Logan was here, it would have been a harder decision than what he had to go through, like fucking Black Panther. Like, shout out to Black Panther, but come on, Dark Knight and Black Panther, what are we doing? Anyways, I don't know how long this video was. Hopefully it was like 13 minutes, 14 minutes, who knows. I'm out this bitch. Again, Infinity War, greatest superhero movie. Comment down below what you think the greatest superhero movie is. That's right, we're getting fucking, yeah, I don't know.
Call up gang, I'm back in the shit. Hold on, gotta move tech. Shit get tricky.